not actually the problem. Not a sad competition. I'm not saying it's a sad competition, but if it was,
she wins.
I would win.
For sure she wins.
I would like to make that very clear. It's not a competition, but I win. Okay, so yeah, I spent a lot of fucking time on this, like a lot, like I can't even count. You guys know I haven't been streaming.
If it helps at all, I bought HyperX headphones with code GIRLSTRIP last night during the stream.
Thank you. That does help. That does help. I'm sure it helps. Yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad for the sponsors. We had a sponsor we were supposed to do tonight that we had to cancel. Thank you for the biddies again, John. Sorry, I know the notifs are a little behind. Thank you guys. Thank you. Pog. Sorry, my brain's not working. It's been a hard day. Anyway, okay, essentially this is what happened. So we had girls trip. It was normal, like whatever. It was super fun. Everyone was so excited. It was really cool. We all stayed up after the stream ended and just kind of like chit-chatted. I mostly cleaned. Maya went to sleep. But then like all the girls were chit-chatting and it like made my heart all warm. I was like, "Oh, people are making friends. Like this is great. This is beautiful. I've done something."
It was going surprisingly well. Like for us not knowing each other that well, we were all vibing out there. Like the stream
everyone was vibing.
Everyone was
I'm really sorry about girls trip.
The stream was so funny.
Yeah.
Genuinely. Whenever you're in streams, you don't know they're funny until you the next day. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
It was so funny. Yeah, everyone was hanging out. It was so cute. I don't know. I was just so excited. I was excited for the next day. I didn't sleep well last night, and maybe that was
she said
premonition. I didn't sleep at all.
I woke up in the morning and she goes, I didn't sleep at all. And I was like, "Oh no." And she was like, "You sleep like a pug."
She does. She does sleep like a pug.
Apparently I breathe loudly like a pug. Like I have trouble breathing when I'm sleeping or something.
She might be a pug.
Hi, QT.
But yeah, there was a super cool stream last night. I feel like we did a really good job. I was really excited for this morning. And then we woke up and
Cutie came in the room and she was like, "We're fucked. We are so fucked." And I thought it was like, I don't know, sometimes Cutie says stuff like that and it's like, oh, like
I'm a little dramatic sometimes.
And it's like, oh no, like the tablecloths aren't gonna come in time, you know? But then she was like, "Jamie has COVID," and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Shit.
So what happened is, thank you, Dr. Fur, for the 5 gifted subs. That no one knew it was Jamie. You just leaked that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's her fault.
No, it's not her fault at all. I don't want people to blame her.
Yeah, it's not her fault.
It's not her fault at all, for the record. It's not her fault. It could have been anyone. She literally took a test on, like, the day before. She took a test before coming to the house on the 3rd, and it was negative. And then yesterday night she wasn't feeling well, and she was nervous.
Probably the wrong time, but I think you blocked me by accident when you VIP'd me, Lamau.
I think you blocked me on accident when you VIP'd me. Mods, will you look into that person? Anyway, and
sorry about girls trip.
It's okay.
Hope all of you stay healthy.
Sorry guys, my brain is genuinely fried. It's been a long day. Anyway, so she took a test. She was like she was negative, and then she wasn't feeling good last night.
I think you should organize a Hassan and Maze poker game.
I'm gonna mute alerts. Sorry guys, I'm gonna mute them. I just don't want to. Yeah, I can't reply to TTS. So yeah. Yeah, no one knows they get it until they get tested. And she did have she did have a negative test. So like literally how are we supposed to know? And anybody else. So for example, Choco Bars tested positive. So that's why she didn't come. And so that's why we found someone else. And that's why Jamie came. And even Beanans was supposed to come and she had a fever. And just because she had a fever, I asked her not to come because I didn't want to risk it. That's how nervous I was about it. Like I really, really like Beanans. Turned out she had a stomach bug, but I was just too nervous. You know, it's just a sneaky thing. So Beanans couldn't come, and then we got bit in the ass anyway, which is super sad and just unlucky, genuinely unlucky. So she wasn't feeling well. She took a test this morning. You know, we wake up, we get the pancake stream going. I'm ready. I'm like so exhausted. I said to Maya, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna go on the vineyard tour because I'm so tired. She took a rapid, by the way. She took a rapid test, but just wait. I was like, I'm so tired. I don't know if I'm going to go on the vineyard tour. And then I'm sitting in the kitchen as Andrea and those guys are getting the pancakes already. And then Arya comes over to me and Arya's like, hey, Jamie tested positive. And I said, oh, fuck. And she's like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to tell the girls? And I was like, no, because we have a live stream right now that it's a little too late. Like, I'm not going to end it, you know? So I was like, okay, well, let me go figure some stuff out. Like, let me figure out what to do. Cause it's like a really big decision, guys. Like it's not even like the money. I think a lot of like, yes, it was very, very expensive. It's not that, but it's more like oh
God, here we go.
No, I'm not going to cry. I'm sorry. Guys, it's been really hard.
I'm gonna cry again.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maya's been dealing with this all day. I've been crying all day. It's not the money. Like, I think, I can make money back. Money's whatever. But it's just like, I spent so many freaking hours on this. I was so excited. It genuinely just drains me so much to do these events. Like, it's so silly. But I know they're like the thing that like makes me the most happy. But yeah, I don't know. I just worked so fucking hard on it, and it's just so sad. I think like that's the thing overall is I just wanted to show that we could do it, especially as like a bunch of girls, that it could be successful and it could be funny and fun and people would enjoy it. And I put so much work into it. And
okay, not that this needs to be said. Obviously made a joke at the beginning for the record. Like, this has nothing to do with us being women, first of all, and it is nobody's fault either. It just like completely is uncontrollable. Like, she took a test before she was negative and then she felt sick. She like took another test just to be safe and it was positive, and then it's nobody's fault. It actually is just so unlucky.
Anyway, it was just a lot. I don't have any other way to describe it besides just a lot. Like, I spent so much time and effort on it, and I feel bad because like the sponsors, like, I hope the sponsors were happy, but they like went out on the limb to sponsor us, and I feel like we kind of like it's hard not to feel like I let them. I know, but I feel like I did. I feel like I let all the girls down, and even though it wasn't my fault, I know, but like it was so hard to like. I have like really gnarly social anxiety, so when I have to like ask people to do stuff, it takes a lot out of me. Like, it was genuinely the worst part, which is crazy. The worst part of the streamer awards, which took me months to plan, like hours and hours and hours, was inviting people. It was the worst part. I would call Maya and be like, I could only do like 10. I could only do 10 invites. That's all I could do. I hate inviting people. It makes me want to throw up. And so it was just a lot. And I'm so sorry, and I feel bad because like we worked so hard on it and we got everyone so excited for it. But yeah, I mean, I did a lot of thinking. I was like, maybe if Jamie goes home and like Wendy, who shared a room with her, went home, like if we just send that chunk home, like maybe we can like cut the chance of COVID, maybe that's what we can do. And then we just really thought it through, and we're like, well, if we're already here, we all have already been exposed, like maybe we all stay here. Like, but no, it just wasn't worth the risk. It just wasn't. So yeah, I will do it in a few months, maybe. I think it's a lot to think about right now. I think I felt really bad because when I first told the girls, I was like, we've got to cancel. All of them were like, no, like we could just stay, like we can figure it out. And I'm like, no, like let me think of calls. And then I asked Jamie to go get another test. And so she was like, yeah, I'll go get a PCR test, like just to make sure, because she did an at-home one. So she went and got a PCR test, and we waited 2 hours, and we just ate breakfast. We were all there, and then we got and then she was positive on the PCR, and so we had no choice. And so we just had to cancel. Yeah.
It was really sad seeing it all like unravel too.
Yeah.
Like, because it's all planned streams. Like, it's all in the schedule, right?
Yeah.
So like Cutie and her assistant are calling all the places that we had all these IRL streams planned, like this pottery stream and the vineyard stream and the cat cafe and the nail salon and this like lunch, whatever. And they had to call all the places and cancel everything, and it was all just like,
they're also not refundable for
right. They're not refundable, and it's just like all of the work just being completely unraveled. was super lame. And then everybody leaving when they had just gotten there.
Yeah.
Sucked so bad too. But we did go back and forth on whether we should all just stay in the house and make content within the house.
Yeah, we were like, maybe if we all
IRL.
quarantined together, but we felt like it was too late because there was a chance like one of the girls could have been exposed too much to Jamie, and then like all it took was like that girl being too close to someone else and it would just start jumping. So I was like, let's just end it. Yeah. And so Maya is currently, we're self-isolating together because if one of us had, we were next to each other the entire night. So if one of us has it, we both have it. So yeah, and Alinity and Britt are at the mansion quarantining. Because, you know, they flew in from Texas and, yeah, so they're kind of stuck there. But yeah, so that is what happened. But yeah, I think a lot of people, I don't think a lot of people can fully understand how much, went into it. I don't know how to explain it.